Against Michelle Smith. Michelle Smith at 6'3", 2 inches taller than Melinda Clayton. Tips it to Angela Moorhead, so Tech with the first possession. Tied in a 2-3 zone. They're coming down hard in the middle on Angela Moorhead. From the corner, Mitzi Rice hands the three-pointer.
Boy, she's not afraid to put it up, is she?
I tell you, we've been watching her all year. She just doesn't look like a freshman. Hasn't from day one.
Sure hasn't. I was able to watch them play against MTSU in Murfreesboro and was so impressed with her game.
Crimson Tide having a little trouble moving the ball against Tech's man-to-man. They work it inside. The shot is up, no good. Rice with the rebound from Smith's shot. Sean Monday looking inside. She loves to pass that ball in there to Moorhead and Clayton. There it goes to Angela Moorhead. She puts it on the floor, tries to force it up. Good defense by Smith as she made Angela Moorhead move under the basket a little bit too far.
Well, Angela's just so quick, though. I'm looking forward to that matchup tonight. Ooh, nice three-pointer.
Barbara Ann West, they'll give her two. The sophomore from Pineview, Georgia. She's number 15. Down there at the very bottom of your schedule. I know you were looking for her name. We got two little additions there at the bottom of the schedule. I understand that Coach Rick Moody will use all 11 of the players that he has on the bench. Angela Moorhead goes to the line as the foul was called on Michelle Smith. Angela, a 68.7% free throw shooter, gets the bounce on the first one.
Angela's such a hard-working ball player. As you can see on this play right here, well, she's just not scared. She's going to muscle it in, and she's just going to go for whatever she can get.
Second shot will not fall for Angela Moorhead, so the Crimson Tide comes down with it. Long three-pointer will not fall for Vaughn. Inside, the rebound is up and in.
Nice strong move. I'm sure she's used to very, very physical play in the SEC.
Tech is 1-1 against SEC opponents. The Crimson Tide, as we see Cecilia Ramsey with a nice drive. Her first basket of the game. The Crimson Tide 2-3 in the SEC. Lost to Georgia at the buzzer. They beat LSU in Florida, and we talked about the Vanderbilt game. Smith's turnaround won't go. Clayton with a rebound for the Golden Eaglettes. 2-on-1. Mundy takes it all the way to the baseline. Now kicks it out to Rice. Wide open for the three-pointer. Couldn't get it to fall. Moorhead rebounds it up and in.
Nice rebound. Very few times that she will not be in position for a rebound. Very few.
And Moorhead comes out tough on the defense, causes the errant pass, and Sean Mundy picked it up. Here comes Ramsey. Mundy sets up the play. Tide now in a man-to-man, and leave Mundy wide open on the baseline. Shot won't go. Crimson Tide with a rebound. That's Stacy Franklin, 5'10" sophomore from Smyrna, Georgia. They got girls from all over, not many of them from Alabama. They don't have a real strong high school program in Alabama. Women's high school basketball. Nice move inside. Shot wouldn't fall, and Clayton battling for the rebound gets fouled.
Well, that's one thing that I noticed. I spent, as some fans know, a quarter at UAB and noticed that the level of competition there was pretty low. Just from pickup games and different things while I was there in Birmingham, I don't know, not very impressed.
This year, I understand that Alabama has a statewide girls high school basketball, so maybe things will pick up for that state in the future.
It's been a long time coming.
Moorhead, top of the key, nails it. She can hit from anywhere. Angela Moorhead has 5 points.
Yes, she can. That's what makes her such a threat. I mean, there's so many parts of her game that is so strong. And I guess that's why she's All-American, huh?
Tech shooting an even 50%, 4 of 8 from the field. Nice defense by Clayton. She knocks it out of bounds. It's going to be the Crimson Tide's ball. Used to be the Lady Tide up until this season. And they won a national championship in gymnastics and decided they wanted to be just the Crimson Tide. So just like the men's team, that's what they call themselves. A nice fake. West, the shot wouldn't go. Gets the rebound and puts it in. Barbara Ann West.
Nice follow. Very nice follow. It's so hard sometimes when you shoot that jumper to go in there and follow your shot. So
it's hard to teach somebody to follow their shots, too.
Yes, it is.
Your first instinct is to turn and run down on defense. Getting the pass in, Smith steals it away.
Well,
they prevent that pass to Moorhead, and they're going to have a lot of success tonight. They can keep the pass from inside. They're from the outside. Laura Vaughn, her first basket. She's a Tennessee native from Kingsport.
It's going to be interesting to see what kind of stamina both Tech and the Crimson Tide show tonight.
Mitzi Rice. And Sean Mundy taps it out. It hits Smith, who was standing out of bounds. First substitution coming in for the Crimson Tide, Kendra Willis, a 6-foot junior from Griffin, Georgia. She'll be replacing Smith, who sits down with 2 fouls and 2 points. Underneath, Clayton's shot won't fall. Just in the game, Willis gets the rebound. Franklin looking for something inside. Crimson Tide having a little bit of trouble moving the ball against Tech as they try to drive. The shot was blocked, but put back up and in. A good play by Franklin.
Well, one thing that's really too bad is when you play really good defense like they were playing and they still come up with the score. You just can't let up at all. And what they did was they forgot to box out when the shot went up.
Tech's lead is back to 2 points now in the first half. 14:20 to play in the first half. Clayton into Moorhead. Moorhead lost the handle, now puts it back up. No good. Got the rebound. Couldn't get it to fall, and little Amy Lanham, a 5'5" sophomore from Gallatin, got that rebound. Long pass and a great fast break. Laura Vaughn lays it in on the other end.
Very good hustle and good luck. Time for Tech to regroup and play as hard as they can.
Moorhead has it tapped away. It goes off of Moorhead's foot, out of bounds. She was looking for the foul as Kendra Willis kind of came over her back a little bit, but they say she got all ball.
Well, I'll tell you, Leroy's not going to call very many fouls unless they're just hack fouls. I mean, he lets games get pretty physical. He really does. I know from experience.
Willis came out on the wing. Tied now with a little bit better ball movement. The shot wouldn't fall. And Cecilia Ramsey hustling over there. Couldn't get it back in bounds. She took down the rope on the out-of-bounds line. The Tide now shooting 6 of 12 from the field. Tech 5 of 12. And the score is tied at 12 points apiece. 3-point shot will not fall for Lanham. Goes over top of the backboard. Tennessee Tech's ball.
Well, I've really noticed something this year is that the game's dimension is really evened out. Where at one point it was just inside, men's and women's, inside. You know, everybody hustling inside. But now with the 3-point shot, the floor has just totally opened up. Have you noticed that?
I know Bill Worrell, as we see the pass going into Clayton, tapped out of bounds, Tech's ball. Bill Worrell on his coach's show, I talked to him a little bit about the 3-point shot. When he first came in, he didn't like it because he had you and Cheryl Taylor and all the big girls inside, and he still has 2 good inside girls in Clayton, Moorhead, also Renee Adams, but he's got great outside shooters like Mitzi Rice, Cecilia Ramsey, and Dana Scott, too, so
right.
He kind of likes it. He says that'll make you like the 3-point shot.
Oh, yeah.
Melinda Clayton, her first basket of the game. Melinda Clayton had 29 points against MTSU Saturday night, her career high. 14 of 18 from the field.
Wow, that's wonderful.
Doesn't make an impression on Barbara Ann West, though. She goes down and puts in her 6th point of the game.
Well, it's not going to do them any good to make a great play and then come down and let them make a great play, so, you know, they'll buckle down. They have faith.
Tide really a good running team. Mundy into Clayton, kicks it back out. Mundy fakes the shot, drives. The Alabama bench calling for traveling. Forehead open, top of the key. She's deadly from anywhere. She's hit some three-pointers this year, too.
She's got such a quick release, and you never know exactly when the shot's going off, so very few of her shots are ever blocked.
Lanham looking to pass, does to Franklin. Tide loses it. Last touch by Tennessee Tech.
I've also noticed that Moorhead as well as Clayton just always seem to be where the ball is all the time.
It's just turned around and looked at Awesome Eagle down here. He's a character.
I love the shade.
Renee Adams is coming in to see her first action for Tennessee Tech. There you see number 22, Julie Beatty, a 5'7" senior from Ider, Alabama, in for the Crimson Tide. Also in number 20, Latasha Bethel, a 5'10" senior from Decatur, Georgia. That's Bethel with the ball. Linda Clayton came out for the Golden Eaglettes. Good rebound there by Vaughn. Now she's going to put it back up. A nice move. Laura Vaughn has 6 points. Ties the score again. Sean Mundy looking inside. On the wing, Cecilia Ramsey from the baseline. There's a foul. Mundy was there for the rebound. You know, she had 9 rebounds against MTSU and 10 assists.
Wow.
Foul is called against Latasha Bethel, her first, and that is the 3rd team foul against the Crimson Tide. Dana Scott checks in for the Golden Eaglettes, number 31, a sophomore from Oak Ridge, one of 5 Eaglettes to play on Tennessee State championship teams.
Well, ever since Coach Roy has taken the helm, he's done an excellent recruiting job. I mean, just getting those top-notch blue-chip players into this program.
Ramsey's second shot bounces no good. She missed 2 in a row, uncharacteristic of Cecilia. Bill Worrell, by the way, in his 4th year, 80 and 28. An outstanding record. Adams gets the block. That's her 15th block of the year. She's second on the team. People say she can't get off the floor, but she does when she has to.
Yes, she can.
And Renee Adams quickly gets on the scorecard, too.
And she's also got such a soft touch on her shot.
Both teams, Bobby Palmer tells us, shooting 8 of 16 from the field. Inside, off the glass, no good. Looked like that one was going down. Vaughn's shot bounced around quite a bit before it went out.
Well, they can't turn their back to the zone. Each girl really has to keep their eyes and the peripheral vision on the whole court to prevent that from happening. That back cut that Alabama just made.
Another thing Tennessee Tech did against MTSU, they did a lot of post-to-post passing, and we see Adams on the turnaround. That's going to be Vaughn's first foul and Adams' second basket of the game. We'll see it again.
Renee was very well coached in high school. She's pretty fundamentally sound, and she just keeps the ball up and puts it softly off the glass. Great shot by Renee Adams.
Coach Rick Moody says she had her hands straight up in the air as Adams' shot will not go. We saw Awesome Eagle there for a moment. Just a few seconds ago, what we were talking about after a call by the officials, Awesome Eagle. And there's a foul and basket on the other end by Willis, her first basket. Awesome Eagle was walking around with a referee shirt on and a white cane. Amy Lanham will check back in as we see Bill Worrell arguing the last point. First foul against Renee Adams.
Well, I can just about guess that there'll be a technical foul call tonight. I won't say on who, but his initials are BW.
Tracy Bowden, a 6'4" junior from Rush Springs, Oklahoma, checks in for the Crimson Tide. And for Tennessee Tech, number 20, Arnetta Peterson Peterson, a 5'7" senior from Grand Rapids, Michigan. Both teams have now used 8 players apiece. At the line is Kendra Willis. Couldn't get the front end of a 1-and-1. Cecilia Ramsey with a rebound for the Golden Eaglettes. Tech leads it by 2, 9:45 to play in the first half.
Nice ball movement.
Eaglettes are known for that, and the pass coming inside, they'll call the foul against Renee Adams. Oh, no, a 3-second call.
Wow, that looked like a foul to me at first, too. Well, that he called a foul, but I was going to say that would have been a pretty bad call.
Third turnover by the Golden Eaglettes tonight. Crimson Tide with a chance to tie it up. They're down by 2. Lanham takes Peterson to the baseline. The shot won't go. Good position again by the Crimson Tide, and there's a foul. Nope, 3-second violation on that end. Good rebound by Bowden, but she didn't have anybody to throw it to. And the Crimson Tide coming out with a full-court press. Adams all alone down on the other end. They finally sent somebody back to pick her up. It's a trapping press, and the Eaglettes have no trouble with it. Now they do, and it's going to be Ramsey picking it up in the backcourt. As you know, there's no timeline in women's basketball. No over and the 10-second rule, over and back. Awesome Eagle over here.
Giving us a hard time.
Ramsey with the ball handling duties while Sean Mundy is getting a rest. Dana Scott into Renee Adams off the glass. No good. And the rebound looked like Lanham and Ramsey hitting at it at the same time. They'll say Lanham last touched it. Tennessee Tech wants a timeout. They're up by 2 with 8:28 to play in the first half. Tennessee Tech ranked 20th in the nation by the Associated Press. That's quite an honor.
Yes, it is. I mean, I sent them a little note after seeing them play up in at Murfreesboro, and told them how very proud I was of them, and also how I felt very honored to have been a part of this program. And I mean, there's nothing like it. There's nothing like being part of a #1 Class A program, basketball program, especially to be a woman, because basically this is it. You know, like me, I'm out here working now. You know, it's not like there's nothing else for me. You know, Cheryl's very fortunate to still be playing. But
is she still in Italy?
I believe if she's not there, she's in Spain. And the last thing I heard that she was in Spain playing basketball. But so to be a part of a #1 type Class A program during your college career, it's such an honor, you know.
Well, I think the main thing about Tennessee Tech is they stress that you get your education.
Right. Yeah, I think there's very few of us that don't finish the degree, no matter how long it takes, you know.
I was talking with Dolores Wheatley. She wasn't sure exactly of the statistics, but she told me it was over 96% of the women who have played basketball for Tech have played for 4 years, have ended up graduating.
Yep.
Alabama out rebounding Tennessee Tech 9-8. The shooting percentage even at 50%. Both teams. Alabama back in his zone. Moorhead shot won't go. Got her own rebound. Couldn't get it to fall. And Lanham with the rebound for the Crimson Tide. Her second rebound of the game. At 5'5", not bad.
Guess we got another shot Monday out there, huh?
Beatty working against Scott.
Tennessee Tech's man-to-man seems to be making the Crimson Tide struggle just a little bit. Let's see if they can hold on and prevent them from scoring this time down.
Willis takes it all the way to the baseline. Shot wouldn't go. The rebound came down to Bowden. Bowden again trapped on the baseline, puts up the shot and gets it to go.
Nice turnaround jump shot by Bowden.
6 of the Crimson Tide players have scored in this contest. 4 Tennessee Tech Golden Eaglettes have got on the scoring sheet. Peterson's going to drive baseline and put up a jumper. It's clear. Marnetta Peterson gets hot. She'll be shooting all night long.
Oh, yeah. I like to see when she does get hot also. She's such an excellent defensive player.
There she is defending Lanham. The Tide likes to clear out one side completely and work off of that set. Loose ball, Ramsey picks it up. 5th turnover for the Crimson Tide. Inside to Adams, off the glass and in. Renee Adams has 6 points tonight. And Arnetta Peterson will come out to meet Lanham at midcourt. They almost step out of bounds. Beatty's right foot, right heel may have hit the line. Long shot, and Angela Moorhead may have gotten away with a foul that time.
Yeah, I think so. Still such an unusual shot for such a big girl to take.
Good defense by Willis as Tech tried to put the pass inside. Coming back in for the Tide, number 15, Barbara Ann West, and number 45, that's Laura Vaughn. For Tennessee Tech, it's going to be Sean Mundy, Melinda Clayton, and Mitzi Rice replacing Arnetta Peterson, Renee Adams, and Zana Scott. Rice with the ball. Back to Mundy. Bill Whirl substituting a little earlier than normal tonight. I guess the big win over MTSU may have taken something out of the Golden Eaglettes.
Or just has given all the players a little more confidence, so that they all know that they're an important part of this program and are able to rise to the occasion.
The crowd wanting a foul as Clayton was rejected. Turnaround is not good for Angela Moorhead, and Mundy with the rebound just took it out of one of the Crimson Tide players' hands. There's the pass to Mundy, will not go. Tech a little bit cold at the moment on that trip down anyway, and West with a long rebound. Passes inside to Vaughn. She tries to force a pass, and she has it taken away. Good hustle.
Wonderful
Moorhead
effort.
and Ramsey.
Great effort. The crowd loves it.
Rice for 3. Couldn't get it to go. Bowden got the rebound, and here comes Lanham. 5 minutes to play in the first half. 3 rebounds for Bowden. Working on the inside, the shot will not fall. Bowden got the rebound, couldn't get her shot to go. Vaughn now tries to force it up, and she's fouled.
I think the problem that the Eaglettes are having right now is that they're making great defensive efforts, but they're not boxing out on the shot. And they've got to decide that they're going to box out. I mean, this is way too many offensive rebounds by the Crimson Tide right here.
First foul against Melinda Clayton. Only 2 fouls against the Golden Eaglettes, as we see Rick Moody in his first year, 14 and 8 with the Crimson Tide. At the line, Laura Vaughn. Vaughn is a 67, almost 68% free throw shooter. Nails the first one. Vaughn has 7 points. She and Angela Moorhead tied for game scoring honors at the moment. They're going to send back in Michelle Smith, the 6'3 junior from Tuscaloosa, with 2 fouls. She had an outstanding game earlier until she went out when she got her second foul.
She's a quick, very, very quick off of her feet type of player.
Adams with a rebound. Tennessee Tech. Adams, that's her first. Peterson rolls it, no good.
In and out. Oh, boy.
Vaughn got the rebound. Here comes Lanham working against Mundy. Blocked by Rice.
Wonderful block. Wonderful block.
Second block shot by Tennessee Tech. One by Rice, the other one by Renee Adams. 2 by Rice, excuse me. 4 block shots by Tech.
But look at that. Just perfect timing. No body contact. Just get that ball out of here.
You might even give part of that one to Sean Mundy as we see the shot. Laura Vaughn now has 9 points.
Well, she's just hot tonight.
She averages 9.7 a game, but picking up the slack for the leading scorer, as we mentioned, who's on disciplinary action, was sent home last night. Clayton inside, a foul underneath as the shot went up.
Coach Rowe, real proud of Melinda's effort right there.
That is the 3rd foul against Smith.
Nice, strong move. Almost in there, not quite.
They're going to send Willis back in to replace Smith. Michelle Smith had made an impact on this game, but she's not gotten much playing time since early in the first half. So Melinda Clayton at the line, been struggling a bit this year, shooting 54%.
And that one.
Melinda Clayton now with 3 points. Tennessee Tech shooting even 33% from the line, 2 of 6 thus far tonight. Clayton, though, gets both of them. She has 4 points, and the Eaglettes lead it by 3 with 4:06 to play in the first half. Three-pointer is there. That ties the score. Laura Vaughn now with 12 points.
A lot of times when something happens to a team where they're a cohesive unit and then part of their team is taken away, a lot of times the people that are there will take up the slack. And that's what it looks like it's happening tonight with Alabama.
3-point shot by Amy Lanham to answer Arnetta Peterson's 2-pointer, and the Crimson Tide has the lead. First time in the game. 3:27 to play in the first half. Mundy looking inside. Skips it to Peterson. Into Adams. She loses a handle on it. And Peterson from the baseline. No good. Adams with a rebound. It was blocked from behind. And last touch by both teams, so it's going to be an alternating possession. Alabama's ball.
Good hustle and good effort by both teams right there.
Tech still in the man-to-man. Clayton having to come way out to guard Vaughn as she takes those 3-pointers. Beatty guarded by Peterson. Gets the pass into Willis. She has to come out for it. 5 on the shot clock. Lanham for 3. She's got it. Amy Lanham now with 6 points. Both on 3-pointers. Crimson Tide's lead goes up to 4. Rice drives it to the baseline and fires up a jumper. Foul underneath. They'll call it against Beatty. That's her first.
Really nice drive inside. She's such a heads-up player. I'm so impressed with Mitzi Rice. I mean, she can only go up from here. Look at this move. Strong, squares up, she puts the shot up, and she's fouled. Great job.
And Cecilia Ramsey back in the game, replacing Sean Mundy. As you see, Mitzi Rice at the line for Tennessee Tech, an 81 or 82% free throw shooter. Leads the team in free throw shooting percentage. That's impressive for a freshman. Shoots over 90% in OVC games. Couldn't get that one to go. Built her up a little bit too much.
Well, that's okay. That's okay.
Willis. Crowd
oh, good call right there.
The Tech on the fast break. Turns it around, and Clayton has 6 points, so Coach Bill Worrell's not going to argue too much about that. He will remind the officials that he thinks they missed a call. Tide leading by 1 point, 32-31. And Lanham is fouled as she goes up. Cecilia Ramsey. Ramsey's first foul of the game. Tech and Alabama met one time before. That was last season. The Eaglettes were down 41-28 at halftime. And came back to win that one 66-57.
Wow, that's impressive.
That's the true test of a team, I think, is when they're able to come from behind.
And show that they have class and courage to win something like that.
Lanham shoots 71%, but misses the first one as Stacy Franklin, who started this game, checks back into the lineup, replacing Beatty. Tide 1 of 4 from the line tonight, make that 2 of 5. So neither team blistering the free throws. Lanham has 7 points. That was her first point other than from outside 3-point range. Inside, Renee Adams with a nice move. Shot wouldn't fall for her. Usually she hits those shots with people hanging on.
Yes, she does. She's such a strong player. She's not just a big girl, she's a strong player. A lot of things she does, she reminds me of Cheryl Taylor.
And Coach Rick Moody keeps saying, look, our girl's guarding this girl with their hands straight up in the air. He doesn't like the calls that Renee Adams is getting when she goes to the basket. As we see Tracy Bowden checking in, replacing Laura Vaughn, who has her second foul. And Renee Adams at the line, shooting only 48% this year, but that has started to turn around as she's hitting her free throws late. She now has 7 points, and Tennessee Tech shooting 50% from the line. Renee Adams could tie the game with 1:36 to play in the first half, and she does. Renee Adams with 8 points, and Angela Moorhead will check back into the game, replacing Adams. Coach Bill Worrell has really substituted freely tonight, keeping his young ladies fresh. Lanham working against Ramsey, gets picked out front. Lanham's shot wouldn't go, and Rice with a rebound for the Golden Eaglettes. They try to push it up, but Alabama is quick down the floor. Score is tied, but Melinda Clayton will free throw in a great pass.
Nice pass. The two of them look for each other so much, which makes them even more of a threat.
Willis wouldn't take the shot from the wing. Now she's going to drive in and try it, and it's blocked. A foul on Angela Moorhead. That'll be her first.
Well, she really shouldn't let her drive baseline.
That's tough, and Angela Moorhead's the best one to drive baseline against people all night long.
Oh, yeah, definitely. She just got beat, and last-minute effort. A lot of times the refs are just going to call that just for the principle of it.
Willis shooting over 63% from the free throw line this season. Gets the first one to go, and Willis has 3 points tonight. 7 Crimson Tide players have scored. 6 Golden Eaglettes have scored, and Willis gets them both. She has 4. Ramsey looks inside to Moorhead. They got Willis for coming over the back. That'll be her first foul.
Well, there's a few words between Angela and Kendra. I hope it doesn't build in anything except for a few words.
I'll tell you, I wouldn't mess with Angela Moorhead.
No. She's one of those very silent and just smile, but boy, if you get her hot, that's it.
She's got a lot of confidence, too.
Oh, yeah, and she should.
So Angela Moorhead will step to the line, shooting 68.7%. Gets the front end of the 1-and-1, and she and Melinda Clayton and Renee Adams all have 8 points apiece, as I see the replay here.
Kendra is just pushing. She's just pushing. Let's see. Yeah.
Angela may be a little elbowing.
True, but I don't know. You can get away with a few of those.
Well, Angela Moorhead now with 9 points to lead the Tech scoring. Tech is up by 2. 40 seconds to play first half. Lanham, she likes to drive and create things. From outside, the shot would not fall for Bowden.
Good block by Angela.
Good defensive play by Willis. Lanham to Willis, and Willis lays it up off the glass to tie the score. Willis with a good defense and got the reward on the other end. You see the time remaining. The score is tied. Mitzi Rice, no good on the three-pointer, and Angela Moorhead trying to save it in, does not, and it will be tied at halftime. 37-37, Tennessee Tech and Alabama. We'll be back with the second half in just a moment. All the way down the line, fairly even.
Right. I would say the difference in the rebounding would have to be in Alabama's offensive rebounding because Tech's not boxing out. Let's see if Coach Roy has said something to them in the locker room and they make a difference in the second half.
And Alabama leads the Southeastern Conference in rebounding. As we get the second half underway, Tennessee Tech with the ball. Alabama comes out in the man-to-man. Vaughn goes for the steal. Mundy back to Clayton. Now they work it inside. Angela Moorhead's going to have to come back out with it. Mundy open top of the key, no good. Smith got the rebound. She's out there playing with 3 fouls, Michelle Smith, the junior from Tuscaloosa. And when she's in there, Alabama sure has a big advantage on the inside, or a better advantage. Smith gets the first basket of the second half.
I would say only height-wise, though. I would say that both Melinda Clayton and Angela Moorhead are just as physical. So sometimes height doesn't necessarily win out.
Speaking of physical, we see Moorhead firing up a shot. She was fouled by Lanham. That'll be Lanham's first foul of the game. It was very physical here in the first half.
Yeah, and like I said, a lot of that has to do with the officiating. And a lot of times if you can see who's going to call your game, you're going to know what kind of game you're going to have.
Here's the replay.
You were talking about height advantage. See, in a play like that, it really doesn't make a difference because Moorhead may have had the strength advantage by holding.
And Angela Moorhead gets her first shot in. She goes into double figures with 10.
Holding Michelle Smith off and going up for the layup.
Moorhead with a nice touch. 11 points for Angela Moorhead to lead the Tech scoring. Ties the score at 39. Lanham drives right side, takes Mundy all the way to the baseline, and the shot was errant. But getting the garbage basket is Barbara Ann West, and she has 8 points.
Well, the Crimson Tide, they just crash the board. They send everybody to the board after a shot.
Mundy looking inside, a foul underneath, called against Smith. That's 4.
And immediately, Rick Moody gets up and looks down his bench and sends Kendra Willis right in.
He's not happy about that at all, Coach Rick Moody. Moorhead tries to work a little bit now. The Eaglettes pass the ball around the horn. From outside, Cecilia Ramsey. Ramsey has 4 points tonight, ties the score again. Crimson Tide, good ball movement.
I can't stress enough at how well Tennessee Tech is playing defense until the shot goes up, and the Crimson Tide just seem to come up with the ball every time.
Sean Mundy reaches in and commits her first foul.
One little drill that I'll never forget that we used to do when Coach Meadows was here. See, the Crimson Tide, they get the ball off the rebound more than enough times tonight. We found the girl and just put our behind on them and just sat on them and pushed them to half court if we wanted to, off from underneath the basket, and it was the best drill, you know.
You're talking about in practice, not in the game.
Correct. Well, I don't know now. We tried in the game to do it.
Inside, Moorhead is fouled by Willis. That's going to be Kendra Willis' second foul of the game.
Nice inside move by Angela.
We'll see it again.
Drops a step right around her, one dribble, and strong move up to the basket.
So Angela Moorhead has 2 points here in the second half, both from the free throw line. She's going to get another one there and have one more shot at it. Angela Moorhead now tied for game scoring honors with Laura Vaughn. Golden Eaglettes go up by 1. And Angela Moorhead misses the second shot. Rebound came down to West. Here comes Lanham on the fast break. Clayton with a good hand.
Excellent defensive play. Let's see if they can capitalize on that and score when they get down.
Again, the Crimson Tide very quick getting back down the floor. Tide in the man-to-man. Pass going to Moorhead was last touched by Moorhead. Good defense by Willis.
I think they're standing around just a little too much now. Whenever they keep the ball moving, Alabama just can't seem to keep up.
Vaughn with a nice move. Drives to the basket off the glass. No good. goes to the floor. West fires it back up. And Angela Moorhead goes to the floor hard. She may have turned an ankle or may have just hit on her back.
Looks like an ankle. Looks like she may have stepped on somebody's foot and turned her ankle.
That's going to bring Jessica Cherry, the team trainer, off the bench to come take a look at Angela Moorhead. And you can see she said, I believe I could read lips. She said, wait a minute. Must be in some pain.
Yeah, my ankle.
Well, you may have been able to hear she wants her shoe off.
Oh, my gosh. Bless her heart.
Very delicate. A lot of times when you turn an ankle like that, they won't take a shoe off that prevents it from swelling up too big.
Well, you know, it's really weird. Depending on who your trainer is and who told you what, it's just different. I think it's personal preference. I always wanted my shoe off. I wanted it off and then tape my ankle, and then I wanted to get right back in there. And I was really bad about turning my ankle.
And they're going to carry Angela Moorhead off of the floor. She's not going to put any weight on either one of her feet. One of the Tech cheerleaders there helping out. We'll see if we can see what happened here from underneath.
I think we can see it here.
Happened when she came back down.
And that's exactly what happened. She stepped on Misty Rice's foot and turned and go. It's such an easy thing that can happen.
So Renee Adams is back in the game. It's Misty Rice on the screen. Couldn't get the shot to fall. Willis came down with it. Tech is going to miss Angela Moorhead.
Hopefully not for too long, though.
But also, you got Adams and Clayton both strong inside. Willis, that wouldn't go. Clayton got the rebound. Here comes Ramsey with it. You know, you say they'll miss Moorhead. Well, she is the leading scorer on the team, but there are a lot of girls out there who can fill in the gaps.
Definitely, definitely.
Adams is fouled by Willis, and that's going to be Willis's third foul. So both of the inside girls for Alabama in a little bit of foul trouble.
And they should just keep pushing it to the inside. Renee Adams is definitely someone that can fill it up, don't you think? And is not afraid to do so.
So Renee Adams at the line will shoot two. Got that little spin before she puts it up. And Renee Adams' first point of the second half. She has 9 on the evening. They send Tracy Bowden back in, replacing Willis. Bowden, a 6'4" junior from Rush Springs, Oklahoma. And Renee Adams will have one more try from the line. Rim no good. Just in the game, Bowden with a rebound. Tech leads it by 2 with 16.5 to play in the ball game. Lanham looking inside. Tech drop back now into a 2-3 zone. Lanham trying to get things going. Tide looks a little bit confused. 6 on the shot clock. And they throw the pass out of bounds. Tech drop back in the zone. That threw him off.
Right. Well, see, and it really wasn't a 2-3. It was well, let's see. I can't remember what we called it, but if you notice, it was a 2-3, and then it automatically flipped to a 3-2. Once the ball is rotated, it turns into a 3-2, which is a very confusing zone.
8 turnovers for the Crimson Tide tonight. Mitzi Rice into Renee Adams on the turnaround off the glass and in. Renee Adams goes into double figures with 11 points tonight, averaging 8 a game. Her high this season, 18. She has the freshman record for most points by a freshman, 35.
Phenomenal. Well, she shoots, my gosh, over 65% from the field. So, you know, she definitely is not afraid and is good at putting the ball in the hole.
West with a jumper, no good. Bowden got the rebound back to West. She's fouled by Cecilia Ramsey, and Ramsey's second foul in the game. Tech's lead is 4 points with 15:23 to play.
Doesn't look too thrilled by that call.
I wonder why. We'll see it again here.
Ooh, it's just one of those kind of calls that, you know, you try to make the best kind of defensive play you can make, and you're just caught. You're just caught by the official.
West's first shot hits the back of the rim. She is a 67% free throw shooter. Has not had many trips to the line this season. Gets the second one to go. They are 5 of 11, Bobby Palmer tells us, from the line. Crimson Tide. Rice on the wing, gets it into Clayton. Back to Mundy, wide open. Sean Mundy's first basket of the game.
One thing that you'll notice about Sean is that she moves well without the basketball, which is really important for a point player because you've got to stay open. You've got to stay available.
Tech's lead back to 5 now. Atlanta couldn't find anything on the left. Goes to the right. West down in the corner has to kick it way outside the ball. 6 on the shot clock. Ball comes loose, and Cecilia Ramsey has it for the Golden Eaglettes. Here's Sean Mundy to Melinda Clayton. Saves it back to Mundy. He fires up a shot, and she's fouled. Good play. Good hustle.
Those are the kind of plays that only roommates can make. Barely looking and have total cohesiveness between the two of them.
Let's see this again. Great play on both ends.
Sean just barely tipped that ball to get away from the Crimson Tide. She goes down. Belinda barely sees her, but gives it up.
That's going to be Vaughn's third foul of the contest. Tech again leading by 5, 14:28 to play. Crimson Tide has really been tough, but seemed to have faded just a little bit there in the last 3 or 4 minutes.
Yeah, well, I think that their big girls are starting to really try to be cautious and not foul. And Tennessee Tech is capitalizing that by putting the ball in there, okay? And Tennessee Tech maybe is also on the board just a little better. The Crimson Tide are not getting the second, third, fourth, and fifth shot. So, it's a shot at Angela Moorhead. Exactly what I said. Get that shoe off, tape it up, get that sock back on, and get in there. It's going to look like a cast before it's over with.
Look like a mean twist to me. I don't know if she'll be going back in there tonight or not.
I'll bet you a quarter.
We can't do that on the air. We'll get arrested.
Oh, okay.
Tech leads it by 5 over their third Southeastern Conference opponent of the year. Shooting 63.2% of the line, the Golden Eaglettes, 12 of 19. Golden Eaglettes have won 43 of their last 45 here in Evelyn Center. And over the past 6 years, 68-7. That's impressive.
Yeah.
Talk about your home court advantage. Sean Mundy gets her first free throw to fall. She has 3 points tonight.
Well, I always loved playing here. I mean, I don't know, something about the atmosphere. The fan support here is just wonderful.
Best in the Ohio Valley Conference as Sean Mundy gets both of her free throws. She has 4 points. And Kendra Willis will check back in for the Crimson Tide, replacing Tracy Bowden.
And Tennessee Tech is 10th in the nation in attendance for games, too, if I'm not mistaken.
I think that may have moved up a little bit this year.
Wow. Wonderful.
Double dribble, they call. I don't know. Bill Worrell didn't see it. I didn't see it either.
No, totally surprised by that. Now watch this zone. It starts out in 2-3.
Good defense by Renee Adams. Here's the double dribble. That's where they called it anyway. Maybe she picked up her dribble. I didn't see it there either. Clayton with a steal.
Nice steal.
She gets a bunch of steals. That's 11 turnovers for the Crimson Tide. Renee Adams off the glass. She has 13, and Tennessee Tech starting to take over at the moment, leads by 9. Willis loses it. Clayton saves it in. Ahead to Sean Mundy. The Eaglettes are off and running. Skip pass to Cecilia Ramsey. Ramsey thought about shooting it. Renee Adams on the baseline. It's good. Adams now has 15 points. She leads all scorers, and Tech leads by 11.
And that's what Tennessee Tech needs to do, is keep running.
Crimson Crimson Tide's Rick Moody automatically wants another timeout.
Maybe try to slow their Tennessee Tech's momentum down, but I don't know.
The Golden Eaglettes against the SEC this year lost to Vanderbilt 62-50 in a game where the Eaglettes were extremely cold from the field. And then earlier this year, that was earlier this year in Nashville. Then they defeated Auburn, which was ranked 7th in the nation, 77-60. That was in the consolation round of the Spuds McKenzie Bud Light tournament in Las Vegas. Crimson Tide having some trouble against the SEC this year. They're 2-3.
Well, the win against Auburn is pretty impressive. I can remember every year we played against Auburn, nothing could go right. I don't know what it was, but it was just like a phobia against Auburn, you know. So I'm glad that they were able to pull one away from them, especially in a fun town like Las Vegas. I bet it made the trip pretty fun for everybody.
Oh, yeah. Of course, they had to stay in their hotel room the whole time. But...
Yeah, sure. That's what they want you to believe. But I'm not going to say anything. No.
Oh, boy. Tennessee Tech still being out-rebounded 30-25, and in the second half, the shooting percentage, Tech 55.2 to 22% for the Crimson Tide. Also 12 turnovers for Alabama and 6 for Tech.
Well, maybe Coach Worrell did express where they were lacking in the first half. I have turned it around here in the second half.
Tech still in that zone. West from the corner, no good. Rice bangs together with Vaughn, but Vaughn got the rebound. Now she fires up a three-pointer, no good. Alabama automatically going for the three-pointers there. Skip pass to Rice. Rice fires it up, no good. West with a rebound for the Crimson Tide. Plenty of time still left in this game, by the way. 12 minutes and 34 seconds. West loses a pass from Lanham.
The zone is really confusing the Crimson Tide at this point. They just don't know what to do. They don't know if it's a 2-3. They don't know if it's a 3-2.
Julie Beatty in the lineup, back in the lineup, I should say, for the Crimson Tide. There's a foul on Beatty. That'll be her second. The Crimson Tide, they've used 9 people. They still have 2 on their bench who have not seen action. They were 11 deep, as we mentioned, 2 of their players on disciplinary suspension, as we see Arnetta Peterson back in for the Golden Eaglettes. 8 Eaglettes have played. Mundy into Clayton. Clayton off the glass hard, and West got the rebound. Tech still leading by 11. West, the crowd wanted traveling. Willis got the rebound, back up, blocked by Clayton. Melinda Clayton blocked it, got the rebound. And the Eaglettes move it down the floor. Peterson into Adams, she's open. Couldn't get it to fall, maybe too open, but Clayton comes in. Basket will count. Melinda Clayton's first basket of the second half. She has 10 points.
I can't say enough about how Melinda just hustles and is at the right place at the right time all the time. I mean, just such an instinctive type player. He makes the wonderful block shot here, just off ball. Nope, you're not getting that one, lady. Gets the rebound and goes down and makes a good play.
And converts the three-point play. Melinda Clayton with 11. Tech's lead now 14 points. A rather low-scoring game up to this point. Tech trapping now. And Vaughn's shot off the glass. No good off the rim. Willis puts it back up and in. Willis has 8 points. Alabama, as Bobby Palmer tells us, 3 of 15 here in the second half from the field.
Well, they really haven't been able to get too many shots off anyway, because they just keep turning the ball over.
Good defense there by Laura Vaughn. As you see Coach Bill Worrell in his 4th season, guiding Tech to a 15-3 record thus far this year. They're 7-0 in the Ohio Valley Conference.
A much slimmer Bill Worrell than a lot of us have seen him.
Willis with a good defense. Mundy's shot won't go. Vaughn with a rebound. Long pass. Beatty's going to lay it up. And Beatty's first basket of the game. 10-point lead now. Was 14.
Well, I see Angela Moorhead back on the bench with her shoes tied up. Let's see if Coach Worrell gives her a chance to try that ankle out.
And they're not going to deny that pass to Renee Adams, and they're doing a good job of double-teaming her.
Yeah, these last couple times down the court.
Three-pointer, nothing but net for Laura Vaughn. She has 14 points. Tide is back within 7. Coach Bill Worrell wants a timeout.
Oh, no, and the jacket is off. And we all know what that means.
Means it's kind of warm here in Evelyn Center tonight.
Oh, we can put it that way if you'd like.
You mentioned Tech, you know, the attendance in the top 10 nationwide. I believe they were 8th last year, and they're also among national leaders this year in scoring margin. They're 3rd in the nation in scoring margin, 6th in field goal percentage defense, and 12th in both scoring and rebound margin.
Well, that's really impressive, and that's what it takes to be a top 20 team. You just can't have mediocre kind of percentages and be in that top 20. Everybody is good.
But there's also there's an unwritten element about being in the top 22. It's not just things that show up on the statistics sheet. It's like you say, you know, roommates play together like that. You see that type of teamwork,
right,
and chemistry. Right,
and one thing that I see that is still the same when I was here too is that everyone is friend. Everyone likes everybody else. I mean, there's not any type of animosity that is going to hamper what they do on the court. You know, it's really important.
Alabama now out-rebounding Tech 35-28. They brought their field goal percentage up to 29 from 22, and Texas gone down to 42.9. But Alabama has committed 13 turnovers to Tech's 7. There's another turnover. Alabama's going to get it back. 10:08 to play. Tech leads it by 7. They were up by 14 just 2 minutes ago.
Unreal how this crazy game works, isn't it?
The game is played in spurts.
Yes, it is.
West, good defense by Clayton. She gets the steal. Clayton has very quick hands. She gets blocks and steals and assists too.
Yeah, gosh, she's got about 4 or 5 assists or steals tonight.
Ramsey looking inside. Clayton comes out and gets it. Sean Mundy on the wing. Back to Clayton. Off the glass, no good. And that's Smith back in the lineup playing with 4 fouls. Michelle Smith. 4th rebound for Smith. Three-pointer will not go. Long rebound, Cecilia Ramsey.
Cecilia's such a consistent player. I don't know, she's always where you need her to be. And just does very few things wrong.
She was the last Tennessee Tech player to get a triple-double. Misses that shot. Lanham goes for the rebound, last touch by Tech. Renee Adams knocked her out of bounds. And Angela Moorhead's going to come back into the game along with Mitzi Rice.
Favoring that ankle just a tad, so we'll see how she gets up and down the court.
Well, I watched her when she got up off the bench and started to run toward the scorer's table. She limped, and Coach Worrell grabbed her by the arm. And she said, "I'm all right." They said, "Okay, you go on in. We'll see what happens." It looked like a bad sprain is what it looked like to me. Smith drives inside. Maybe Clayton got a piece of that one. Foul against Tennessee Tech, Mitzi Rice. It's going to be her first foul. Coach Bill Worrell saying she was coming over her back. We'll see it again. There's a
wow,
Mitzi Rice sandwich there.
Yeah.
Lanham open on the baseline, misses wide, and Mitzi Rice got the rebound. Again, Alabama very quick moving down this floor.
Well, that's one thing that almost all SEC teams are, is quick up and down that floor.
There's a block by Smith. Tide got it back.
Angela's timing may be off just a tad. We'll see how quick she can shake that and get back in this game.
Baseline, shot will not go. Smith with a rebound. Foul from behind.
Tennessee Tech committed an awful lot of fouls in these last couple series.
Melinda Clayton picks up her second foul. Again, Tennessee Tech claiming over the back.
Yeah. On her arm just a little bit.
Dana Scott will check back into the lineup for Tennessee Tech. Smith at the line, only shooting about 54%. Arnetta Peterson will get a rest for the Golden Eaglettes. There you see Smith, Michelle Smith, 6'3" junior from Tuscaloosa, Alabama. She'll have 2 shots at it.
The Crimson Tide never giving up.
Smith has her average and misses the second one. Angela Moorhead got the rebound. She is favoring that ankle just a bit. 5 rebounds for Moorhead tonight. Rice fakes. Mundy inside to Clayton. Clayton triple team, goes to the floor, and Vaughn comes up with it. Coach Bill Worrell not happy at all.
Now, I don't know how there was not a call made there.
Smith is fouled. Angela Moorhead will pick up the foul. Reaching in, that's her second.
I think Coach is going to get her out of there. The timing is just off, just enough. Those are the kind of fouls that she usually doesn't make. She would have stripped that ball cleanly away and been dribbling down court or something.
Smith now with 7 points. And Angela Moorhead does come out as Renee Adams checks back into the lineup. Smith's foul shot won't go. Dana Scott with a long rebound. 4-point lead for the Golden Eaglettes. 7:23 to play. Scott open on the wing, didn't take the shot. She's looking inside. Looking for that bread and butter, as Bill Worrell calls it. The outside shot, just the icing on the cake. Mundy open from the wing, no good. Adams is foul, that's all for Smith.
That's her last foul. She's out of here.
Mitzi Rice also went to the floor hard. The crowd appreciates that, the fact that it's Michelle Smith's 5th foul. She goes out of the game with 7 points tonight. And I believe Bobby said she had 5 rebounds on the evening.
Give Rick Moody a chance to decide what he wants to do and who he's going to get in there for Smith. Almost a clean block. Almost. I don't know. What do you think?
Ooh, hard to judge from that replay. I would have had trouble blowing the whistle on that.
Yeah. I think I might not have blew.
Awesome Eagles got the toughest job in the world, didn't he?
Yeah.
Celia Ramsey, or check that, Arnetta Peterson comes into the game for Tech. Tech 15 of 22 from the free throw line tonight. 68%. And Renee Adams at the line.
Looks like Mitzi Rice might have a crick in her neck or something.
Getting worked on by Jessica Cherry, the team trainer. She's been busy tonight. Renee Adams now with 16 points tonight. Leads all scorers. Make that 17 for Renee. 1 point away from her season high. Tech leading by 6, 7 minutes to play. Beatty's shot is good. 2-pointer. Julie Beatty, 4 points tonight.
Alabama in their zone of their own now.
Eaglettes skip the ball around the perimeter like no other team I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Nice fake by Scott. She takes the 16-footer and puts it in.
Hits the two. Nice,
her first basket of the night.
Nice ball movement that time by the Eaglettes.
Next lead back to 6 points. Vaughn from the corner, answers back. Laura Vaughn has 16 points.
Boy, she's been firing up the court all night tonight, hasn't she?
Clayton open from the corner. Hits the side of the backboard. She puts it up again. There's a foul. Charging. Called against Melinda Clayton, her third foul.
I don't think she was stationary on that play. You've got to have both feet. You got to be there. And I don't think she was quite there.
Laura Vaughn, there's a foul underneath.
Illegal screen call.
Laura Vaughn has 16 tonight. Her career high is 22. Fourth foul on Willis now. Tech leading by 4, and Dana Scott at the line for Tennessee Tech. Shoots 75% from there. And Renee Adams got in the lane too quickly. Coach Bill Worrell explaining the rule there to Jerry Bass. He's known to do that.
Missy Rice back in the game. Such a hard-working player. She's the type of person that is a self-motivator. You know, she motivates herself to do good.
Clayton got another block. There she is blocking the pass. Quick hands. Vaughn takes it up. No good off the glass. Puts it back up. A foul. Basket won't go as we have a foul underneath.
That may be Cora Melinda. Yeah.
That's the case. Melinda Clayton's fourth foul of the evening. Coach Worrell goes over to talk to Angela Moorhead, probably asking her if she's going to be okay. In seeing her first action now for the Crimson Tide, number 44, Leslie Claybrook, a 6-foot freshman from Montgomery, Alabama. As you see, Angela Moorhead is back in the game.
She's just got to, this point in the game, she's just got to suck it up.
It's a two-shot violation. Moorhead got to practice, maybe loosen up that ankle a little bit, though.
Yeah.
Second shot by Vaughn. She has 17 points tonight. Tech's lead is 3, 5:20 to play. Skip pass to Rice for 3. Too hard. Comes off Adams' hands. And Scott and Ramsey couldn't decide who wanted it. Good play by Beatty.
She really sacrificed her body on that one.
Lanham forces it up. No good. A foul. It'll be Dana Scott's first foul. Crowd is not happy about that.
Boy, I don't mean to be critical, but that is a perfect Leroy type of call. It's like in the momentum, he just has to call something, and
a little bit late with
play. Yeah. I mean, there was no contact, but something had to happen. You know, Leroy is he's such a momentous type of man or something. I don't know.
Sean Mundy will come back in, replacing Dana Scott.
I love the thumbs down. I love it. Or the wing down, maybe. Is that the wing down?
Lanham with her second one from the line. Had 7 in the first half. Has yet to score in this half. And now she does. She has 8 points. Tech leads by 2. 5:02 to play. Moorhead for 3. Hits the rim. Rice going for the rebound against Beatty, and Rice twists an ankle. Picks up a foul in the process. Call call the foul against Beatty, of Alabama. That'll be her third foul. Mitzi Rice is going to try to walk this one out.
Supposed to be the curse of the Shelbyville players' night.
We'll see it again, what happened here.
Just came down the wrong way.
So Mitzi Rice, the leading free throw shooter on the team, probably had her touch off just a little bit, trying to shoot with that sore ankle.
And she's favoring it also. Well, times like now, you just gotta forget about it.
Checking the man-to-man. Vaughn, guarded by Moorhead. She picks up the foul. That's her third.
That's her third. I kind of like that zone they were using. Seemed to really confuse and slow down the Crimson Tide.
Dana Scott will check back into the Tech lineup. She'll replace Mitzi Rice, who's going to go off favoring that ankle just a little bit. And at the line, Laura Vaughn, the junior from Kingsport, Tennessee, leads scorers with 18 points tonight, leads all scorers now. Tech's lead is 1 point. And the game is now tied with 4:28 to play.
A lot of bumping going on, but I expected that.
Alabama in their 2-3 zone. Pressure, a little bit of pressure out front. Scott takes the shot, takes a step.
Good call. Just a little bit anxious.
7th turnover. Tennessee Tech now with 11 turnovers. Eaglettes still in the man-to-man. Baseline. Shot won't go. Scott got the rebound. It's Claybrook's first attempt at the basket tonight. Good ball reversal by the Eaglettes again. Scott on the wing. Moorhead looking in. Got it to Adams, and there's a foul. Looks like Claybrook got her. That would be her first.
It looked like she was trying to go through the pass and just caught Renee on her arm. Here she comes behind her, and I mean, it was a good idea, but it just wasn't exactly quick enough.
So Renee Adams at the line, shooting 1 in the bonus. The score tied, 3:39 to play. Adams has 18 points tonight. That ties her season high as West comes back in along with Willis for the Crimson Tide. Alabama shooting 50% from the line. Tech 18 of 26 from the line.
This lineup gives Alabama a little bit more speed up and down the court.
So Renee Adams with a new season high tonight. 19 points. Tech leads it by 2. 3.5 now to play. Contact underneath. As Beatty went to the floor, they'll call the foul on Angela Moorhead, and that's her fourth. So Melinda Clayton will come back into the game. Clayton got a good rest.
Now, Melinda has 4 fouls, too, so we'll see how that affects her play. Hopefully it won't affect it at all.
Julie Beatty, a 5'7" senior from Ida, Alabama. 68% free throw shooter, gets her first one in. She has 5 tonight, all in the second half. Ties the game.
The fouls that Angela has been committing are just little silly touch fouls that usually, when her timing is on, she gets steals and flex balls and does all kinds of neat things.
Scott takes the long jumper, no good. Clayton with the rebound, back up and in. Melinda Clayton with 13 points. Tech leads it again by 2. And Mitzi Rice is headed for the dressing room. Linda Clayton to go with her 13 points. She has 9 rebounds tonight. Going for another double-double would be her second in a row.
And Tennessee Tech back in that zone. And sure enough, he shakes them up. Shakes them up.
Turnover is committed, and we see Mitzi Rice and Jessica Cherry. They're working to see how that ankle's doing. Mitzi's going to say she's all right whether she is or not.
Yeah.
Still with a look on her face. 15 turnovers on the Tide, as we saw. Good hustle there by Beatty. Scott takes it, now takes it. Dana Scott with 4 points, and the Eaglettes lead is back to 4.
Tennessee Tech seems to do all the right things right now.
From the corner, the shot won't go for Vaughn. Willis with a rebound. Back to Lanham, back to Vaughn. Good ball movement. Beatty with it now. Looks inside. And West with a nice fake. With a jumper, no good. Ramsey tips the rebound up and hits off Mundy. She saves it in to Ramsey.
Good hustle. They push the ball up.
Ramsey. Clayton looking in now. Ramsey will take the three-pointer. And she is. Cecilia Ramsey has 7.
And that gets everybody in the stands standing up.
Coach Rick Moody says go for 3. He wants the three-pointer. Right now. And the crowd is on its feet. Tennessee Tech leads it by 7 points with a minute 24 as we see Dr. and Mrs. Angelo Volpe in the stands. They don't miss many games.
No, they sure don't. Well, I believe my senior year was his first year here, and he just made his presence known right away as far as supporting the athletics. And, I mean, immediately knew who every single athlete was by name. I mean, I thought that was wonderful. I really did.
That's better than I do, then. Tech leading by 7 with a minute 24, and that last three-pointer has going to make it tough for Alabama.
Yeah, they have a little bit of a cushion now. Oh, she's so cute.
She's happy that Tennessee Tech is ahead, obviously. Julie Gibbons, who that was, our traffic manager's daughter.
Oh, okay.
You ever see that last three? No, that was the two-pointer by Scott.
Yeah. Boy, she can fill it up. I mean, there's so many ways that Tennessee Tech can score. I mean, you got to be really on top of your game to stop the Eaglettes.
And they're going to have to hurry as they start counting as the ball is brought in now. And Beatty, Lanham with it on the wing. They work it inside. Willis blocked by Adams. Willis got it again. Clayton comes down with a rebound. She's got a double-double tonight. A minute 11 to play. And I'm not sure if Leroy Fanning didn't call that foul to keep from getting run over. Lanham and as Sean Mundy reversed to go back the other way, Lanham followed her, and Leroy was caught right in the middle.
And Rick Moody sure does look he's totally confused by that call.
Excuse me, it's Dana Scott's turn to go the other way. He was almost run over. He blew that whistle real quick.
Hey, wait a minute.
Dana Scott with 4 points tonight, all in the second half. Doesn't hit the free throw. Adams tips the rebound. Willis touched it. And it goes out of bounds, they'll say, off of Adams. A minute 5 to play in the game. Tech leading by 7. Still plenty of time for the Crimson Tide. From two-point range, Vaughn, and the rebound comes down to Cecilia Ramsey. Sean Mundy with it. They're going to come out and foul her. So Lanham picks up her second foul of the game.
Well, let's see how the Eaglettes can these free throws at the end, because I think they're going to be put to the line quite a few times in this last 47 seconds.
That's how Vanderbilt got so far ahead of this Alabama team. Beat them by 24. They were only up by 6 with 6 minutes to play. Sean Mundy, back of the rim. Vaughn got the rebound and was fouled. That stops the clock.
Wow. Well,
Sean Mundy's second foul.
That time it worked to Alabama's advantage.
So the Crimson Tide still in this one with 46 seconds to play. They're down by 7. Some folks starting to head for the exits. And coming back in the game for the Tide, Stacey Franklin, who started this contest. Laura Vaughn at the line, back of the rim, no good. Clayton with a rebound for Tennessee Tech. Getting it to Mundy, loses it out of bounds. Good defense by Lanham, so the Crimson Tide will get it back again.
Stopping the clock again, too.
42 seconds to play. Tech still up by 7. Lanham. Beatty took a step. Full court pressure. 16 turnovers by the Crimson Tide. They're putting on the pressure on the Golden Eaglettes. Ramsey drives it down the sideline. Pulls up and kicks it back. Scott. Eaglettes moving the ball quickly. Finally, the Tide gets a foul. Stacey Franklin commits her first of the game. 27 seconds left to play, and Cecilia Ramsey will be at the line for the Eaglettes. 62% free throw shooter this year.
Well, the best free throw shooter right now is on the bench, Mitchie Rice, so maybe they'll think about getting her in there.
Ramsey now with 8 points. And West is going to check back into the lineup for the Crimson Tide. Tennessee Tech shooting a little bit better than their team percentage, 67% tonight from the line, and Ramsey gets them both. She has 9 points. And Tech leads it by 9. 20 seconds left to play. Lanham fires it up. It's short. Tries to save it in bounds, but she stepped on the baseline. Renee Adams named the Special Olympics player of the game. Here's the long inbounds pass. It's not going to be touched. So the Crimson Tide will get it all the way back at the other end, as the long pass intended for Dana Scott sailed out of bounds.
Well, pretty good call. I wish you would have caught it, though. But, I don't know, if they can just not foul here on this inbounds play.
I think that Coach Rick Moody is saying the clock came on. He's saying it was 15 seconds and nobody touched the ball, so they're going to add a second to the clock. Instead of 14, there's now 15 seconds left to play. Tech still leads it by 9. Inbounds to Beatty. She's going to have to fire it up quickly and goes for the 2-pointer instead of the 3. Ramsey. 5 seconds. Dana Scott is hammered. So she'll be going back to the line.
Well, she's 75% from the line. Let's see what she can do. Coach Roy doesn't let anybody even go down for the rebound.
Dana Scott, a sophomore from Oak Ridge, Tennessee. Tennessee Tech leading by 9, now with 3 seconds left to play.
She can't first one.
Scott has 5 tonight, all of them in the second half. One more shot at it, and she's got it. So Tech is going to win this one. And Scott going for the steal on the inbound play.
Almost.
Clock goes down to 1 second left to play. Tennessee Tech's going to come away with their 16th victory of the year. Tennessee Tech goes to 16-3 overall. Crimson Tide drops to 14-9, losing 2 this weekend.
Oh, that's too bad for Alabama.